PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Hurts throwing right away. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Here we go. First down, here's Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you got to look at that section. They're trying to figure out 3rd and 1. Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
57 yards.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got room to roam.
And down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Jamar Chase. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And Burrow going to throw again.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Bengals 14, Eagles nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Daxton Hill picks it off. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
McPherson on for the point after.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's get set. 11, Thomas.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Burrow looking to pass.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Great.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drop.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Back at the 32.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Great.
2nd and 16. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL.